Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the KSUIF podcast. This is episode 7. I'm your host, Matt Ackerman, and across from me is...
Mike Tikeski.
That's right. It's Mike Tikeski. And to my left...
It's Brandon J. Hurst.
Brandon J. Hurst is back
Wow.
on the podcast after barging through on one episode and coming in to talk.
That's right.
He's
I
an
broke
official
into the room.
He's an official guest this time.
Yeah, this
He's
time.
an official guest.
Yep.
We actually have him as a guest.
Yep.
We didn't stop 5 minutes ago and restart because Brandon walked in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one was planned.
This one is actually
in the
fully,
calendar.
It's so fully planned. We actually have a sound mixer this episode.
Yeah, we do. You're not doing it anymore, man.
I know I'm not doing it. I would give her a round of applause, but that would kill her.
Yeah, her ears would explode.
Should
But it's Shelby. Do
If I clap away
golf
from the mic,
claps.
I'm
We'll do golf
I'm
claps.
gonna clap into this. Oh my God! All the
But
dust just went everywhere. Shouldn't have done that.
You want to introduce?
Oh,
Say who it is. Just not just say, hey, we got a sound mixer.
yeah, we have a sound mixer. Her name is Shelby Warbeck. Shelby has worked on, or is also working on, Nocturnal Faith. Is she working on Nocturnal Faith?
She's working on my project.
She's working on your Hey Ghost, It's Me, Matt, and she's also working on Together Alone's post sound. Are you? What have you done?
Do we just get on a microphone?
Yeah, get on the mic and tell me what you've
Yeah,
done.
get over here. Also, I like that you bowed when we introduced you, and this is an audio only.
Everybody knows.
Asterisk, bows, asterisk.
I don't know. I've worked on Together Alone production sound for 6 different student projects. Maybe post sound on Nocturnal Faith. I haven't heard anything from them in a while. And then I have like 7 upcoming projects that I'm working on.
7. Is that that's all the senior projects that you're working on?
2 KSUIF, 5 senior projects.
What's the one you're most excited about?
Am I supposed to say Eden? Because I'm gonna say daddy issues.
Oh, what? Damn. It's
The answer. The correct answer was Eden.
You're not looking forward to mine.
You're just gonna be fun, but
But daddy issues is a very
But
not,
I get
no offense,
paid.
no offense, Brandon.
No,
But
not.
daddy issues is a very interesting
I'll take it.
project.
I'll
of
take it.
course,
Shelby,
it's our
I'll pay you, okay?
you'll pay me.
Yeah, let me
Yeah.
see how much is in my wallet.
Daddy Issues is our collaboration with Luna Negra, right?
Oh. For some reason, I was thinking of Trans Daddy. I was thinking of
Oh,
Sean's.
you're thinking of Sean's?
I was
We
thinking
can't
of
talk about
Trans
that.
Daddy. Okay.
We can't talk about
We can't
I
talk
am
about
working
that.
on that though.
You're working on. Has he done anything for that?
He wrote it.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Okay.
For some reason, that's the one I thought you were talking about. My brain made a different connection.
Ooh.
I was like, really?
He's been telling us about that since like we met him a year ago.
It's a
Wow.
hell of a concept. I'm
Oh, is it?
I'm honestly
Oh,
excited for it.
It's that one.
Oh wow. All right. All right. Let's get right into the topics. I want to do a quick Oscar recap because the time that we were recording was the day of the Oscars, and of course I want to go through what me and Mike got wrong and right. So, Best Picture, you were right about that, weren't you? You did Green Book.
Yeah, I said it was Roma.
You
Like
said
Roma would win.
But, yeah.
But I did correct myself later and said that Green Book was going to come and just sweep and win.
I
Oh,
put
so you picked 2 movies then.
Yeah, because
Okay.
I was like,
That's an easy way to win.
Yeah.
I was like the Academy. I was thinking, they're gonna go with something artsy. Roma, from what I've seen of it, looks very artsy, and it was, and it won a lot of stuff. But then I was like, but I've never heard anything of Green Book, and I've never seen anything about it, so I'm like, this is probably the one that's gonna win.
I put down Bohemian Rhapsody before seeing the film, and I kind of wanted to bring that or take that back. I mean, Bohemian Rhapsody is a good film.
I still really want to see that one.
It's a really good film. I really enjoy it, but I don't think it was Best Picture. So definitely, and of course, going into lead actor,
We were right about
we
that
were
one.
like pretty much everyone was right about that across the board. Like he definitely stole the show.
That was the guy from Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yes.
Yeah, Rami
Okay.
Malek.
Rami Malek. I know Brandon, you don't like this because you don't like the Oscars.
No, I do not like the Oscars. I just did not have time to watch them this year.
Oh, so you
I'd rather
can't
watch the Razzies.
the Razzies. I wonder if Tag won a Razzie. It probably did. All right, so lead actress. I was wrong about that, but I'm not.
We're gonna go
Salty
through,
about
should
it.
we just hit the main stuff?
Well, yeah. Let's just hit the main stuff. The things that we know, or the things that were a little bit more.
Because I have a few notes on some stuff that I picked. Like, I'm really happy that I got Short Doc right, because I didn't watch anything from this list really. I watched like a lot of the stuff that was like I guess more mainstream.
Sure. I watched Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
Yeah, Spider-Verse.
Which
watched
one?
that. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
but for the Short Doc, I said I was just like, I'm just gonna pick this one, and it won. It was end period or period, end of sentence.
Period, end of sentence.
Yeah, I picked that one, and I didn't think it was gonna. I was just like, sure.
I'm very surprised. Well, I was very surprised that Bohemian Rhapsody both won sound editing and sound mixing, because like most of it is just
honestly, I think like that one would have had to win.
Yeah, because you're dealing with a lot of stuff, and like I've been listening to the soundtrack for it, and like they revisited like 2 songs, like they revisited "Don't Stop Me Now," and it's a really good version because you can hear you can hear more frequency on the guitar, and like there's more drums. Like they just went harder on it, and it's a good version. I enjoy it very much. But I also got sound editing and sound mixing wrong because I didn't pick one for sound editing or sound mixing. No, what I did for sound mixing, I picked A Star Is Born, but
I didn't. That movie made me mad.
A Star Is Born.
I didn't see it, but the trailers just made me mad every time. It was like, hey, I just want to get one last look at you. I'm like, okay, I'm not watching that movie.
that's like the 4th iteration of A Star Is Born.
Really?
Yeah, there's like 3 other versions of it, and like the one before it didn't do so hot.
Oh, I did get visual effects right. I said I said First Man.
You said First Man.
Yeah, because I was like that one. What was that one about?
Which one was First Man about?
I think it was it Neil Armstrong going to space?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I said that one was
conspiracy, by the way.
Conspiracy.
Don't start that.
Costume design,
This one's about, okay.
costume design, I was wrong, but I was
Same.
it was also kind of deserving at the same time. Because they did do well at mixing the whole tribal and modernism.
Yeah, that was Black Panther, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I said Mary Poppins Returns just because I was like, why not?
When did Black Panther come out? I feel like that's like
It came out last year.
It came out.
Okay.
Yeah, 2018 was a long year, dude.
I guess it was.
It was
yeah.
in February 2018.
Okay, that's why. So it was at the front end of 2018 then.
Yeah.
See, that was our problem when we were going through movies of 2018 and then the Oscar picks, because we were like, wow, there were a lot of movies.
Yeah.
Like you always, like I always forget the front end of a year of movies.
Mm-hmm.
I always forgot that Black Panther came out last year, because like it was a really long year.
Mm-hmm.
Like what came out? We had Ant-Man and the Wasp, we had Infinity War and Black Panther, and then all these other movies that came out too.
Mm.
I didn't see Ant-Man and the Wasp. I did see Infinity War because
You could have gone without seeing Ant-Man and the Wasp, honestly. It was fun.
It ties into Infinity War. Though,
Yeah.
At the
Oh.
end.
And like
I mean, they all do
all
now.
it does is answer a question: is Scott dead?
Yeah. That's pretty much all it was.
Scoot Helgren?
Not Scott Hallgren. If Scott's dead, then I'm dead.
Scooter Walgreens.
Scooter Walgreens.
All right. But let's see. The thing that I was disappointed about, One Small Step didn't win.
Yeah,
And Bao won.
You convinced me to put that on my list. I think for short film.
Because
or
like
short animated.
it's a really heartwarming film, and of course like Bao has the same sort of style where like there's no dialogue, and like it's, I don't know if it's about letting go or something. I forget. I don't know.
What, Bao?
No, Bao and One Small Step, like the things that they have in common.
Cute. They're both Disney.
Is One Small Step Disney?
It's that breakaway Disney company.
Huh.
I just watched it last night.
I didn't know.
Honestly, Pixar should have won.
Oh yeah.
Pixar should have won for.
I don't even know if they had anything.
They didn't have
live
anything.
action.
Well, no, they had.
They have stuff on YouTube though.
What Pixar for? What short or?
Short, I don't know. Short, not.
Incredibles 2 was
Pixar-
nominated.
Yeah, they did something.
Yeah,
I
but
was gonna
like-
say I knew they did something.
I don't
Incredibles
think
was
they
I want to
nominated.
know how many people had seizures during the Incredibles 2, you know? So there was some
yeah.
crazy pictures in those, like the flashing stuff.
There's
Stuff
no.
like
There's
that.
just that one scene that.
I think I said this before, but I
Did.
thought Screenslaver was a dumb villain. Like
Oh,
that's the
yeah.
villain of Incredibles 2.
I appreciated it because it's very relevant nowadays, you know, because so many people
They
are
try to
attached to their screens.
They try to keep it relevant while also like having a story that's set in like what the 50s or something.
Yeah, it's like 50s, 60s.
Wait, that took place in the 50s?
Yeah.
Incredibles, yeah, it takes place in
They're-
like the 50s.
Their timeline is like supposed to be like 50s or 60s.
What?
Yeah, you ever notice that, the TVs and all that?
No, I did not notice that.
Wow, now you gotta go
Yeah.
back
I gotta
and
watch
rewatch.
it again. I don't know.
Like that's like when you
Oh.
look at the art style too, that's like that rings 50s.
Also the soundtrack. I mean, come on, that sweet jazz.
Sweet,
I mean, that's
sweet
every
jazz.
Pixar movie.
You like
That's literally
jazz?
every Pixar
You
movie.
like jazz?
See, I would have never guessed that. I actually am going to have to look into that because I don't know if I believe it.
What? That
No,
it's
it
in the
takes
50s.
place
Yeah.
in the 50s.
is.
I don't know that I believe it.
I can.
It definitely it isn't a modern story, but
Hmm.
it definitely takes place like in the 50s or 60s or something.
Okay. Agree to disagree.
No, I'm gonna just agree to what.
Hear all them out there?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
we've mentioned before that there's a like
The newsroom is always
the newsroom
rowdy
is
ones.
always the rowdiest bunch.
This is without a doubt the worst soundproofing I've ever seen.
Hey,
I
leave.
mean, it's better than the Foley room.
No.
That well,
There's like 4
Look,
of
Jackson
these
tried
things
to
up on the
soundproof it.
Foley room.
every time
Foley
I
room
come
wall.
in here,
He just needs to put them on the door, and then we're fine.
every time I come in here, there's always like a square missing.
There's one on the floor. But
Yeah, that one probably fell off right there. The one behind Mike.
At least 3 missing behind me.
The rubber duck is still there. Thank God the rubber duck is still there.
Oh.
Our 5 audiences are gonna love us talking about the room.
God. Okay. And let's see. Production design I was
I'm
confused
sure there's more
about.
people listening, but I don't know. I
I'll
don't
be-
look at the
I'll be-
analytics.
I'll be very honest. I was very confused about production design when Black Panther won. Cuz like I guess like it goes under I guess it goes underneath that CGI is production design.
Really? Is that what they like?
I don't know cuz most of the movie is CGI.
Yeah, that's true.
And like I was like the what's her name? Hannah Beechler or whatever. I butchered her last name, but when she went up there, she had like a very heartfelt speech, I would say, and then, like I understand the speech and it's a very significant moment, but I'm just like, why did it win? Why? Like I don't know. I felt like it could have gone somewhere else, but oh well.
Oh well.
I mean,
Is that all CGI though?
this room? No, it's a room.
Okay, then okay.
you
I
you
see
never
it.
know either, but like
It's all
It was a
about. It's
pretty
also about
visually appealing
stylistic
movie.
choice.
Yeah.
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 Mhm.
Like I guess it just wasn't. It didn't really pique my interest, and I guess I couldn't tell the difference.
You know, like 90%.
Because it's a Marvel film.
Yeah, you know, like 90% of the scenes they filmed outside weren't outside; they were in front of a green screen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
all that.
it's,
Like Wakanda's
wild.
full on like CGI.
Yeah, which is like what?
But you know who did it first? George Lucas.
Who's George Lucas?
Shelby, you might as well just get a mic because you're just gonna have a.
But Brandon, Incredibles 2 or Incredibles
1962. I saw.
Takes place, oh yeah,
I
you
saw.
saw.
1962?
You're looking over here. At my
Yeah, I
screen
checked.
guy.
No,
No-
I checked my phone.
No
checked.
screen peeking.
Sorry, I wasn't screen peeking.
Anyway, but yeah. I mean, that's all I really got to say about the Oscars. It was a fun time. They didn't have a host.
I didn't watch.
They didn't have a host.
Wait,
No, yeah.
they didn't have a host? Really?
No.
See,
they didn't.
Anna ended the KSUIF meeting early so we could watch it, but I had a meeting immediately after, so I defeated the purpose.
Yeah, they didn't have a host. They just had people come on and be like, "Well, we're just gonna deliver the stuff."
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And they mentioned like that they were gonna like do best editing and all that stuff during the.
I thought they had a host though.
They did. Well, they had a host, but who was the host? I forget. There was like some.
I thought it was.
There was some controversy with the host that they had.
Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart.
Kevin
yeah.
Hart was the
and
host.
he had he said some stuff.
He said some stuff.
like bad,
as,
like bad words. You say
as
bad
people
words.
do.
He. Oh God. Let me look up.
You say curse words.
Yeah, he did. He swore on our podcast, so he was
Yeah,
allowed.
he came on the first episode and swore.
Get outta
Yeah,
here,
he made a
Kevin.
bunch of homophobic tweets and stuff.
Oh.
So he was not in the.
Do we have any of those tweets?
No, we're.
Well, I'm not gonna read it.
Yeah,
Okay.
then Matt will get kicked off, and I
Okay.
don't want to be host.
No, but
I'm okay with being
he's
co-host.
made some comments and stuff. And I don't know.
I'll have to look into it then.
Yeah, we're not gonna get too into it, but that's why he was originally gonna host the Oscars, and they still couldn't find anybody. I don't know why they didn't find anybody. But yeah, those were the Oscars. It was a fun time. Now, Mike, there was no better way for me to transition into this topic. But wow, the 90s.
Well, you could have talked about the Oscars in what year was it?
Wow. Okay, let's bring up the Oscars in the
Should we do? Let's do 1994.
1994.
Yeah.
I wanted to do
That's Pulp Fiction?
1996.
Is that Pulp Fiction's year? It wasn't in the Oscars, but is that the year Pulp Fiction?
Yeah, it
came out?
was 1994.
Hey. I know
All
The
right.
year before that was Jurassic Park.
1993.
Schindler's List. John
You're right.
Williams. Original score. John Williams. What is
You're
this?
right.
Forrest Gump. Forrest Gump.
Yeah. See,
I
great
love
year.
you,
What?
Jenny.
That's a
Actor in a
great
leading
year.
role was Tom Hanks in 1994.
Who's
but
Tom Hanks?
Who? Oh man, he
hey,
was
Brandon,
in
I'm going to
Big.
ask you kindly.
He was in Big.
Get out and come back.
Have you seen Toy Story?
Have you seen Big?
I've
With
seen
Robin
bits
Williams?
and pieces of. I've seen bits and pieces of Big, but I have seen Toy Story more times than I.
But
I'm comfortable admitting.
Okay, so Forrest Gump came out in '94.
Yes.
So did Philadelphia.
So did what?
So did Philadelphia.
Also
Oh,
with Tom
man.
Hanks.
Yeah.
Wow.
That
They
was
both
a-
nominated.
He was busy.
Double threat.
Yeah, good God. Actor in a supporting role was Tommy Lee Jones. He won for The Fugitive.
The Lion King also came out in '94. Man.
Was that in the running? Probably for animated.
Probably, yeah.
Let's
See, the '90s was a good time.
Scream? Is that? I see Scream on your screen.
Yeah, that was
Scream.
'96.
96.
Scream Sleem.
Scream. That's one of my
Schindler's
favorite
List
horror
won a
movie
lot.
sagas.
Of course it did.
Yeah, it won art, it won directing, cinematography.
Wow, this is just going down a rabbit hole. Just like Space Jam '96. What a great movie.
Now
It's-
we're talking.
yeah.
Film editing. Oh, Schindler's List won editing.
And it's coming back. They're making Space Jam 2. I think has an actual release now.
But they're making it with LeBron
Oh my
James.
God! Wait. a
Yeah.
minute.
Oh, of course they are.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
That is the one with Leonardo DiCaprio.
What movie with
Titanic?
Leonardo DiCaprio?
Romeo and Juliet.
Basically, Romeo and Juliet.
Titanic.
This is you won't hear this from a lot of people, but Leonardo DiCaprio is my favorite actor.
What?
I'm joking. You'll hear that from pretty much everybody. But
No,
it's
yeah.
like it's just because everyone
Won
has
Best
good
Picture
taste.
too. Schindler's List won Best Picture in 1994. The 90s were a weird time.
No, they were a great time. Are you kidding me?
The 90s were a weird time. Have you ever seen?
Matt, how many scrunchies did you wear?
Never any. I was like 4 by the time it ended.
So yeah, scrunchies. Yeah.
It was 4 by the
Fine,
time it ended.
alright,
But
cool.
if we're gonna talk about 90s, let's
How
go
many
back
of them
into
were
the
on your
weight.
wrist?
Let's go back to like the.
All right, that makes sense.
Let's go back to the early 90s. You remember In Living Color?
In Living Color, no.
Yeah. Oh my God, dude.
Oh,
that
that's
was
the
like.
Wayans brothers.
Yeah, that was like where Jim Carrey got his start.
Yeah,
I thought it was
I
Dumb and
remember that.
Dumber.
Dumb and
Nope.
Dumber? No,
That
no,
was
no,
one
no.
of his next things.
No, In Living Color
was
was like the thing
94.
that boosted him into like, oh my God, he can really do
Yeah.
everything. Because
Yeah.
he had a bunch of characters.
Oh, he's a goofball.
Oh yeah, he is a character. Like he's crazy. And
How
like in
about
Living
Hook though.
Hook, Hook, the movie with Robin Williams.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the movie.
yeah.
No, I mean there is a movie called Hook with Robin Williams.
No, yeah, that's the one I'm
That's the one
talking about.
The
Yeah.
Peter Pan remake.
Oh, you're just because I said
Yeah.
big with Robin Williams.
Yeah.
No, yeah, this is Hook with Robin Williams. Flubber.
Oh my God, Flubber.
Oh, that's
You're
actually
just,
his
you're-
best movie.
Shelby's just turning her computer around, searching up movies, and then turning it around,
I'm doing homework too.
All right.
and then Flubber.
Quick pause.
Flubber.
Quick pause. I'm gonna move this back.
Okay,
It
yeah.
might make a horrible noise. Okay.
Yeah, it did.
Okay.
It peaked.
I want to bring my computer up on the table since I'm the only one
It
without
didn't
one.
peak, but
Oh,
it
yeah,
sounded.
no,
but you
just
looking at
definitely,
everyone else
you
on their
definitely
computer.
brought the attention to it.
This is how it usually goes, Brandon, on the podcast, where me and Matt have our computers out looking up stuff, and then our guests don't.
Well, I'm not just your regular guest.
That's true.
I'm
You're
going-
vice president of KSUIF.
Well, vice president. It's actually head of production, but I go by vice president sometimes.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
We
Head
call
of
you-
production.
Whose phone made it?
Whose phone just made a noise?
That
my
was
computer,
that
man.
was
How dare you.
Brandon's computer.
How dare I?
How dare you?
It's done. It's done. I silenced it.
But how about Ghost, everybody? Patrick.
Ghost with Robin Williams?
Patrick Swayze?
Yeah, Ghost with Patrick
Nice.
Swayze.
What about Ghost Dad with Bill Cosby?
I feel like we didn't talk long enough about Pulp Fiction.
Did we even talk about Pulp Fiction?
You
let's
know what?
let's
I'm gonna be
let's-
honest. I have not seen it.
Oh, that's
It's probably
bad.
one of the movies
that's
Kidding,
that
I've
bad.
heard that
That's-
way too many times. But
Yeah.
I mean, it's a movie that everyone is supposed to see, but no one has because they just don't have the time to.
You know what I did see though?
it's.
Wayne's
It's on
World.
Netflix.
I said I searched best movies of the '90s, and the first thing that came up is Pulp Fiction on my screen. But my computer knows me very well.
All right, let me do best movies of the 90s.
Matrix is on here. How about that one?
The
That's
90s.
the tail end of it.
Wow, the first thing that comes up for me is Pulp Fiction. Oh, and then The Matrix.
Mhm.
Oh wow,
Second
the
thing
most
comes up as Jurassic Park for me.
a lot of the good films I think came out like well, they're all the same.
No, I have Clueless on mine.
You have Clueless?
Yeah, I have Clueless.
I have Clueless in here maybe.
Maybe
Clueless.
Matt and my computers
What?
are listening to us. You think?
Oh, yeah,
they
that's
might
I
be
don't know.
listening to us.
Oh yeah,
probably
Clueless is right
The
there.
your phone is listening
Well-
and is talking to your computer.
Anyway, on my list I see a lot of the good stuff that I like came out like from mid to late 90s. So we got Fight Club, Big Lebowski.
Fight Club was a mean movie. I really like that one.
We have Titanic, which
It was
I
mean.
just like I watched on and off.
I watched The Big Lebowski, but I fell asleep and then never had the desire to watch it again.
Groundhog Day. Oh man, I love Groundhog Day.
Haven't seen it, unfortunately.
You haven't
I know-
seen
I've
Groundhog Day?
I've seen clips of it a lot, and I've heard references from it, and I reference it
It's
just a
really
couple
good.
times.
I remember, what is it? Yesterday. No, it wasn't yesterday. It was Wednesday in our script writing class. Becky was showing us a clip from Groundhog Day, and it's such a good film that Ash, who was sitting right next to me, started to quote the entire scene that we were watching.
You ever sit next to Ash in any class?
Yes, I sit next to her in all the classes.
That's what she does.
I know.
Wow.
It's-
Glad I don't sit next to her in law then.
You don't have
Do you guys want to talk about Pretty Woman?
Pretty Woman.
Do you want to or no?
Yeah.
I mean, let's talk about Pretty Woman.
Okay. I don't know
was-
anything about Pretty Woman. I was
Then why
hoping,
do you want to
you
talk
just-
I was
about it?
hoping that
Talk
you'd
about
say
it.
no, so I could be like, big mistake.
Let's talk about
Huge.
Let's talk about Pretty Woman because I have not seen it.
You're missing out.
We're gonna talk about movies we haven't seen. Goodfellas.
Reservoir Dogs.
What a
You've
good.
never seen Goodfellas?
We're talking about
I'll be
Reservoir
honest. I
Dogs?
haven't seen Goodfellas.
Oh
Watch
man.
it right now.
I have to
Reservoir
watch
Dogs, right?
Goodfellas.
I watched it.
There's a lot of films I gotta watch.
I think I watched half of Reservoir Dogs.
Reservoir.
Because when I was in community college up in Cleveland, they my English writing comp professor was like, "You gotta watch this movie," and because he was like teaching us everything about it and talking about the writing in it, and then we watched like half of it like a day in class, and we were like, I was like, all right, this is a cool movie. This is awesome.
It really exemplifies how much you can get done on an extremely low budget. Like 90% of that movie was filmed in a warehouse, I want to say, and then the rest of it was in a car,
That's what
in
I
a
remember the
diner,
most.
and then in an office. That's the entire movie.
Yeah, I remember the warehouse scene when he cuts a guy's ear off.
Oh,
the
yeah,
most,
yeah.
just because I think I had a professor here when I first came here talk about. It was either here or back in community college where they talked about how the music was in the warehouse and it was part of the scene, and then when he leaves, it stays in the warehouse and then he goes back in, and just to like show that
The diegetic music.
yeah
That movie's referenced a lot, specifically that part where he turns the music on and he's about to torture the dude and he's dancing his way over to him.
yeah
There's so many references in other like pop culture shows and stuff about it, and I love being able to know like, hey, I know where that came from.
hey I know
I'm looking through this list of
I
what
get
came
that
out.
reference.
I'm looking through this list of what came out like the 90s, and I forgot that The Truman Show was one of those.
Yeah,
I love The Truman Show. That is such a good film. And all of it, and like
Yeah,
the main,
I
like,
rewatched it recently.
the
too.
inciting incident is because of an on-set faux pas, or whatever that's called. Like,
Faux pas.
I don't know, because like a light literally falls from the sky,
Yeah,
and it's like, what is this? And then they get on the radio. It's
What
like,
is
oh,
this?
well, it's just something that NASA was doing, and a light fell from the sky.
a satellite.
A satellite crashed to Earth, and that's what happened. That's great.
I thought the Blair Witch Project was like,
I haven't seen. That was another one I haven't seen.
I didn't know
either.
that came from '99. To be honest with you, I thought that was a recent movie, like
No, that was
Blair Witch?
2014 or something. Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
They made a second one.
Yeah, they made a second one in the year 2000.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that one I thought.
I
was
thought they'd
more
like
recent.
rebooted it or something, but I didn't know that it was originally that. The only thing I know about it is the Scary Movie reference where the girl has the camera in the woods and then her nose just starts leaking snot everywhere.
Yeah.
You ever see that movie? Scary Movie?
Scary Movie doesn't age well.
It really doesn't.
No, it doesn't. A lot of the Wayans Brothers content doesn't. A lot of it's now just kind of intolerant.
Yeah, a lot of those like movies aren't that good anymore. Like I remember the last good like
The one I remember was the most was probably the superhero movie.
I love
Really?
that one. I love that one.
I only watch this.
There was what is it? Drake Bell made a song
Some of
for it
them.
at the end of it. It was a really good song.
Drake Bell?
Yeah.
That's where his career went.
Yeah.
That's what it's
his career was still on Nickelodeon at that time.
Yeah.
Like they were
Well, I
doing
mean-
the Drake and Josh movies.
Yeah, and those are great. But I mean, Josh Peck went on to do stuff, and then Drake Bell went on to make a Timmy Turner movie, live action. He came here.
Yeah, Drake
Yeah.
Bell did come here.
Wow.
He came here and he was on Black Squirrel Radio. And he's like, "You want to hear my cover of Gucci Gang?"
Oh no. Yes, though.
I
do want to.
I mean, what was it? It was a weird time. It was a weird time. He was here and someone took a picture of him. Like I think he was at Taco Bell or something like
Oh
that,
goodness.
or was he at Dunkin' Donuts?
He paid people to like meet up at that tattoo place over by Holly Park.
Oh yeah.
All right. So are we still on the topic of '90s though? Because we can talk about
We are
shaving.
still on the topic of 90s.
Shaving
Yeah.
Ryan's privates.
Shaving what?
I mean, I'm sorry. Saving
Nice.
Saving Private Ryan.
Shaving Ryan's Privates.
Love that movie.
Now, I'm pretty sure that like that's an actual film.
That's
but
an
we can't
X-rated
talk
one.
about that film.
Yeah, that's an X-rated one. We can't talk about that one.
Happy
honestly.
Gilmore came out in 1996.
Oh goodness. See,
Listen,
now that's
1996 was the best year for anything to come out.
See,
all right?
Adam Sandler's movies don't age well.
Look, Trainspotting came out in
my opinion.
1996.
No, don't look
we
at me like
had
that, Shelby. They don't.
Gilmore doesn't age well.
No, it's just an angry man who throws golf clubs around.
And you can't relate.
you can't
No.
relate. Have you not golfed?
How
He
can you
just
not relate
screams
to that?
people.
Have you ever played
And
golf?
plays golf. Yeah. I mean, I get it. He sticks out in golf because everyone's supposed to be quiet, and then we just got this dude
He's a
running
hockey
around
player.
screaming and destroying stuff.
And he's a
It's got some good quotes in it.
I
Yeah.
believe it. I
Go
believe it.
home.
You know what movie does
Get in
age
the
well?
hole.
How about Big Daddy?
Big Daddy.
See,
I love
that
that
one-
one.
oh, that
What?
one's good.
That one aged fine.
Oh, you've
that
never
one's
seen-
fine. I like
Big
that
Daddy
one
is
still.
great. I think that was my favorite Adam
Yeah.
Sandler film.
Remember that thing we did with the 4 comedians, and Adam Sandler was like everyone's first one to
Oh
vote
my
off.
God, Mortal Kombat.
Oh,
Mortal
39%
Kombat came
on
out in
Rotten
1990.
Tomatoes.
You know what? Toy Story came out in 1995 too.
Yeah, but
And
was
that's
it
a-
Mortal Kombat? I don't think so.
Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah, what?
Edward
Scis-
Scissorhands.
Edward Scissorhand. Yeah.
That movie was
I don't know
1990.
why. I don't know
That's
why
the
I was
first-
scrolling with my.
I think that was another movie I
mouse when I
watched
could use my
in
fingers.
school.
Yeah, that movie was bomb. I really liked that movie. Dazed
Hey.
and Confused came out in '93. I thought that was older than that.
You want to watch Being John Malkovich?
You guys ever see
It's got
Dazed and Confused?
It's got a 93% on Rotten Tomatoes.
I love that
didn't even know
this
this
that
existed.
our conversation in the 90s is strictly just calling out movies
Yeah.
that came out in the 90s.
Yeah.
Because something needs to stick. Come on, we all need to have a. we
Look,
all
I'm
need to
looking
gain
up-
something.
I'm looking up 90s fashion trends, all right? Like, how
90s
many mesh
fashion
tops did you guys have, huh?
How-
I know I had at least 2.
Wait,
Look.
wait. Has anyone seen Dazed and Confused?
Yeah.
How
You
many
have seen it?
Yeah, I've
Alright,
seen
so
Dazed and
then,
Confused.
high boots did you guys have?
Have you seen Dumb and Dumber?
I think only. Well, before we move on, I think only. What is his name? He's the guy. All right, all right, all right.
Men in Black.
Men in Black.
Who's that? Who's that guy? All right, all right.
Matthew
all
McConaughey?
right. Matthew McConaughey is the only guy who can
Yeah.
play a cool guy while saying the creepiest phrases you've ever heard in your entire life.
Oh yeah, that's what I like
keep
about High
getting
School Girls
old-
thing.
I keep getting older. They stay the same age.
Shelby, did you wear chokers in the
awful.
90s?
Let's not.
I wear chokers now.
Let's
Oh, okay.
not.
Good to know those came back.
Oh my goodness. That's the only thing I remember from
How many
Dazed and
butterfly
Confused.
clips did you have, Shelby?
I mean, yeah, that's honestly.
I don't want them. They're probably still in my house.
The Truman Show.
Yeah, I told you the Truman Show
Yeah,
came out in 1998.
8.
Yeah. And I was talking about the Truman Show.
It makes you rethink your whole life.
It does make
does.
you rethink your whole life.
It's like, am I a TV show? And then I'm like, oh
It
wait,
is.
no, my life's not that interesting.
Sometimes, okay.
My life's
The
not
Truman Show has had
Yeah,
had a
well.
big impact on my life because I've always like whenever something bad happens, I'm like, really, director, you're going this route, like, cause like, listen, I deal with the same Furbies.
Oh,
90s.
Furbies.
That just made it sound like I deal with Furbies, but no, I turned to see that she was showing me a Furby. But anyway,
Yeah.
no, I feel like I'm in a movie or like a show because every time I come home, I deal with the same stuff every day. Like I drive and there's always the same kind of car that pulls up to the intersection to make the light go red.
So you think everything is calculated?
I don't want to see any of that. Turn that away.
Wow.
What is that?
That's a Furby snake.
It's a long Furby.
Shelby, this is an audio podcast.
Yeah,
So-
they can look up long Furby.
So
Look
Shelby,
up
Shelby, are
Long
you also
Furby.
on the Rotten Tomatoes thing?
What?
I was.
Okay. Did you get all the way to number 1?
No.
Okay.
What was number
It
one?
was Pulp Fiction. It was
my
Pulp
God.
Fiction. Just saying.
course
Yeah,
it
no.
was.
Second was
Space Jam only has a 38% or something like that.
ooh.
Space Jam?
That is a disgrace.
Shawshank Redemption was number
Go
2.
upvote it.
I'm gonna go upvote.
It's got.
Everyone go upvote Space Jam.
I don't
right
see. I
now.
don't see a Rotten Tomatoes for Space Jam.
Before Sunrise. Anyone watch that movie?
Before
I only see
Sunrise.
that IMDb has a 6.4. That's good.
See-
94% of Google users like this movie.
What? Before?
No, Space Jam. Hey man, it's showing Space Jam at the Cedar Lee Theater somewhere. I don't know where that is.
Toy Story 2 got 100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Toy Story 2?
Well, yeah.
100%. It's not in the 90s, so I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, we're not.
Toy Story 2
that.
came
Who
out in the
cares?
90s?
Toy Story 2 came out in 99.
What?
Just made it.
What?
Yep.
No.
Yes, sir.
What?
It got 100%, and so did Before Sunrise, which I had not seen.
You're. Oh my God.
How does not one person say I don't like this movie? See that makes me, that confuses me.
You know what? You know what person I'm confused on why people hate. What's that movie that came out like last year? It was an animated film.
Was last year the 90s?
Yeah, was last year the 90s, Matt?
Listen, if you do the math and you subtract
I'm
a
looking
couple
up-
maybe.
I'm looking
Toy
up
Story also
silk
got 100%,
boxers,
by the way.
guys.
Toy Story.
Yeah,
What about Toy
the
Story 3?
Silk
I
boxers.
wanna know what
that
Toy
was a
Story 3 got.
trend in the 90s. That was a hip hop fashion trend that should not come back.
Toy Story 3 got a 98.
Really?
Yeah.
That's not too bad.
You know
I
what?
mean,
You know what?
granted, they
You know
did
what I
come
think Toy
back
Story
to it
4 is gonna get? I'm calling it now. It's gonna get an 86.
An 86.
One
Yeah.
pant leg. Whoever had
I don't
who
know,
wore
man. I
pants
think
and
that
just
movie's
had
got some
one pant
bias
leg
behind it.
rolled up.
People who ride bikes.
Rashida Jones
It
wrote
is.
the screenplay for Toy Story 4.
Oh, I like Rashida Jones, but like, why does she have the authority?
Whoa.
Whoa.
Why? No.
Whoa.
Who gave her the
Who
authority?
did? Who did? Seriously, I
Who
mean,
gave? What is the last time I? Oh God, it wasn't Rashida. Was it Rashida Jones?
And I really do like Rashida Jones. She's one of my favorite people to come out of NBC.
I mean, that's a hot take. Who gave her authority?
Yeah, like
Who gave her the
I mean,
right?
Toy
Who
Story
did it?
4 is a huge deal, and Rashida Jones is just a big deal.
I mean,
You know,
it was The
that-
Office. She was.
Well,
She was.
it was
no, she
more
was-
Parks and Rec. She was in The Office,
Yeah,
but
she
she was a
was in-
minor character.
She was more in Parks and Rec.
Yeah,
I think she did other stuff before The Office, though.
yeah, she probably did.
Remember when
Silence
Amy
of the
Adams was in The
Lambs.
Office for just a brief?
Oh
Oh
yeah,
yeah, she was.
Michael
yeah.
gave her an espresso machine.
Yeah, for like a hot second.
A hot second.
She dated Jim, and then they broke up.
Oh yeah, she did.
Sorry, I started rewatching the 90s.
Well. Yeah. But no, I think she got her start in The Office. Yeah. Wait. Yeah. What are you doing?
I'm just looking at the time.
Stop looking at the time.
We're at 30 minutes in.
The goal is to not
This is
have
all
dead
we've been
air. You
talking
got to
about.
bring up something. You
Yeah,
have
I know. Well,
nothing
you're
to say.
just
Oranges.
you're just like talking about movies. Like, hey, remember this movie?
11 90s toys that might make you rich if you still have them. So it's technically, if you have a Furby,
will make you rich. Why are you looking up exclusively pictures of Furbies?
Because
Shelby.
look at them. They look like
I looked
gremlins.
up 90s toys and it's all Furby.
Shelby, do we have the same type of laptop here?
Is it a Toshiba?
Furby Shelby. Furby Shelby.
No.
Is it a Toshiba?
Then it's not.
You have an HP.
This is an HP, you're right. I have a Toshiba.
Toshiba.
Did you get that recently?
No, I've had this since like high school.
Wow.
Damn. Okay, so this thing's gonna last a little long then. I'm happy about that. Had to get a new laptop because my other computer was Tamagotchi. Okay, what are you looking
So,
up?
all right, why don't
90s
we pick a
toys.
90s,
90s
movie and
toys.
talk about it
You want to
instead of just calling out random
Yeah, I
ones?
know, because
Let's
that's
pick-
all we're doing. Because this is supposed to be a conversation here.
All right,
We're
let's
just
talk
like,
about
hey,
Toy
you remember
Story.
this?
Let's talk about Toy Story 1.
Toy
all right?
Story 1.
Yeah, that came out in 1995.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does
talk
the
about Toy
animation
Story
still
1.
hold up?
No.
Absolutely not.
No, it
No.
doesn't.
It is
it's
the most
not.
disgusting Pixar film I've seen in a while, and I used to love that.
Have you seen their Pixar short with the baby? I think it's called Marching Band or something. Like it's it's like a toy.
Oh my
Crank
god.
toy.
Yes.
Like marching toy and that baby in it.
Yes.
Is terrifying.
It is terrifying. I just had like a Vietnam flashback of that. Like
It's called Tin Toy.
Tin toy.
Tin
That's what it's
toy.
called. All I remember.
I need to look at this thing's face. Oh my god.
That baby
it's
is
so
terrifying.
gross.
It is scary.
Oh
to see.
god. Look at that. It's like I'm looking in like baby Trump.
Oh my goodness.
It's so bad.
Everyone go look this up.
1988? What?
Yeah, it was 88. It's old, but like it's
1988?
it's scary.
And that showed before Toy Story 1, right?
No, I don't think so.
It-
I think the Snowman, Snow Globe. I think that was the one that showed before Toy Story. Which
This-
that one's okay. I don't think it's. I definitely think all their production went to Toy Story though.
Well, Tin
They were
Toy.
like, let's make this little thing, and then
Tin
like,
Toy, I think,
boom.
was like their starting point for Toy Story, right?
Yeah, I think that showcased like that prompted the idea to do Toy Story.
Oh my
'Cause
god.
I remember getting my brother got a DVD.
Oh my
of
god.
their
Hold on.
Pixar
I just
shorts.
want to show you. Like remember
I don't wanna
this.
See, oh, God,
Like
it's-
remember this.
Oh.
It's so
I think,
gross.
And I think they still had like the same type of like
gracious.
idea. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Like idea to do something with toys because of this one, because the toy was alive and everything, but just didn't say anything, and was running from this baby, which honestly, who wouldn't?
Oh,
it's terrifying.
so bad. But Toy Story is. It is a really good film.
It is. And I mean,
It's not flying, it's falling with style.
It's not
exactly. That scene when Buzz tries to jump out the window, that's always sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time.
It's a
Because he's like, I can fly.
I need to stop watching Tintoy. This thing is disgusting. Like I saw it. I saw it starting to crawl. And it's like moving like a contortionist.
yeah. And every kid has that moment, you know, when they're just like, oh man, I can't fly.
Yeah. And also,
everyone has that moment where Andy will just not pick him.
You Got a Friend in Me. That song's
Randy
slams.
Newman.
Yeah, Randy Newman.
Okay.
He's something else. You know, he's racist against short people.
Really?
What?
Yeah.
Are you just looking up Randy Newman facts?
No, I don't. My psychology and motivation teacher told me that last year.
Oh,
Randy
and then
Newman,
he pulled up a song
racist.
about no, not racist.
racist.
Short people.
Short,
You type in Randy Newman
no, wait,
short
we
people.
can't say that either.
What is this podcast becoming, everybody? Rashida Jones.
What's the song called?
Short People.
Yeah, and
We
it's
are-
the
The
entire
lyrics,
thing.
the lyrics to "Short People" by Randy Newman. Short people got no reason to live.
Yes.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding. This guy, yeah. This
What?
is the guy who said you got a friend in me.
You got a friend in me. Short people? No.
Not you though.
Wow, he is so exclusive.
It's pretty dark and mean.
It's really dark
Wait.
and mean.
Okay,
Yeah.
these are lyrics. I'm not saying this as myself because I
Okay,
don't
that's fine.
agree
You're
this.
quoting it. Quote it.
But here's a verse. They got little hands and little eyes, and they walk around telling great big lies. They got little noses and tiny teeth. They wear platform shoes on their nasty little feet. What the fuck?
You know who else does that?
He's,
Hold
Say
on.
that word.
Hold on.
Sorry,
You know,
what?
you know who else does
What the
that?
frick?
bleep.
It's
know who
too
else
late.
does
This is
that, guys?
explicit.
Kids.
Kids?
This could be about kids.
But why do kids wear platform shoes?
Because they want to grow up, obviously.
I know. I understand that kids have nasty feet. You don't know where they've been, but you can't say that, Randy.
I'm
Randy.
surprised it
Say
doesn't
that.
have as
He already
like,
did.
I'm surprised
It's
it
too
doesn't
late.
have more
You can't
attention.
take it back.
I'm surprised more people don't know about it, especially since Randy Newman is Randy Newman.
A lot of this just isn't true. They got
Yeah.
little cars that got beep beep beep. What? They got
Everyone-
little voices going peep peep peep.
Okay.
I'm trying not to laugh because
I'm trying to picture Randy Newman singing this.
His word choice is just.
Yes. Yeah.
It's
What are
something.
you looking at? Tickle Me Elmo Extreme.
I'm still on
10
the toy. I'm still on the
Whoa!
toys.
What on eBay? $350.
$350 for a Tickle Me Elmo Extreme,
Whoa.
which means he gets tickled so hard
Oh,
that he just
Bop It.
cries.
Oh God, Bop It. I hate Bop It.
I love Bop It, you know?
I was so bad at it as a kid.
Wow. Okay, I didn't know that about Randy Newman talking about how he hated short people. And I didn't know that he made a.
Also to circle
I
back.
didn't know he made. He has an
it's-
official video. I want to
Oh,
watch the video.
I want to
Yeah.
circle back real quick to the Pixar shorts.
Yeah.
The Snow Globe one was
People
called
love
Knick
this
Knack.
song. Okay, what are you talking about?
Knick Knack. That was the Snow Globe.
Oh yeah, Knick Knack.
Pixar short. It was Knick Knack.
Yeah, people.
But the best, honestly, the best one before any Pixar film was the old man playing chess with himself.
Yeah.
With the dentures.
Knick Knack
That was the
weird
best
though.
one.
Isn't there one where like a rabbit died or something?
No, I don't think
Are you
so.
thinking of like the? There was one that played before Cars.
There was one. It was like a jackrabbit.
Yeah, wasn't it?
Talking about. He was talking about a sheep, and the sheep got like shaved, and then was like sad because he was like, oh, I'm not soft anymore. And then it grew back, and he was happy again. Or no, he learned to love himself.
He learned to love himself
'cause he
as it
was not-
Oh wait, hold on.
He wasn't
Pixar
soft
sheep.
anymore.
Oh yeah, it's Boundin.
No, I'm talking about Bunny Blue Sky.
Bunny Blue Sky.
Oh,
What?
but
It's like this old rabbit that dies.
Oh.
what?
Well, I mean, the old man dies when he was playing chess with himself, but then he wins at the end.
He dies?
Yeah, he fakes a heart attack, and then he's like, "I'm dead," and the other. It cuts to him on
Big
the other
Buck
side of
Bunny,
the table.
Pixar short story, 9 minutes. I don't want to watch it because it's on an account called XXXX Terminator XX.
It's about a bunny that dies.
That's so sad. What is this? Is
I was just talking
the
about
90s were a great time, but what happened?
I don't know.
I'm sorry. I'm still in the short people thing. I'm trying to.
You're you're going back to the short people.
Yeah, I'm
thing.
trying
Like,
to see if he's got like a reason for it.
I wanna go.
Like maybe like a short, like maybe a little person stole his wife or something.
Hold on.
You're investing.
This is like from the this is from the 1970s though.
Oh, okay. So it's okay then.
the Pixar short.
It's okay
with the
then.
old man
Yeah,
was
it's
called
not in the
Jerry's
90s. It's
Game.
okay then. The first comment I see on this video is it seems a
It
lot
was-
of people
it
in
was
this comment
Jerry's
section.
Game.
What did you just say?
What did he say? I didn't.
It was Jerry's Game, the old man playing chess with himself.
Yeah.
It was called Jerry's Game.
The
It came out in '97. Oh, was that me peeking?
Yeah,
Should I talk like this then?
Stop, Mike.
Okay, here we go. Ready?
Louder.
I think I might be
Sorry.
explained here. The song is widely misinterpreted, which generated a great deal of exposure for the song and controversy for Newman. On the surface, the song is making fun of little people, but short is meant in a figurative sense, intending to poke fun at people who are short-tempered and small-minded, which is quite the opposite of the literal meaning. A lot of people don't get the joke and thought that Newman is a bigot. Many radio stations refused
Really?
to play it. I mean, he does say nasty little feet and stubby little fingers, so he gets a little specific.
I think he's talking about like babies, maybe.
He straight up said short people.
I mean,
Yeah.
also like the
Maybe
comment. The
people
comment.
who are being short with you.
Yeah.
Like, hey, how are you doing today? Good.
I guess like the first comment makes sense on this video because it says it seems a lot of people in this comment section have a short temper, which I guess makes sense in a way, but also short.
Some of the comments of YouTube section has to be, or the comment section of YouTube has to be one of the funniest things about YouTube. in
The
my
comment section is just a massive roast because like there's people that comment about the people who dislike the video. So there's like this person says 946 short people managed to reach the mouse. Bless their little hearts.
Wow.
The dude comments, I was disappointed when this wasn't the theme song for Lord of the Rings. and then someone gets a little bit serious here and says it's a parody pointing out the senselessness of racism, which I don't think that's what he meant at first.
Can we circle back and talk about 90s music?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like I
let's
feel like
talk
we didn't
about,
talk about Pearl
Will
Jam.
Smith.
Will Smith.
Yeah.
Honestly, more specifically, like maybe 90s punk.
90s
Nah.
punk?
Yeah, you guys never.
Yeah.
No.
Brandon, you came on and you came on last when you interrupted and talked about how you liked hip hop.
Yeah. How about 90s hip hop?
Yeah, we can talk about 90s hip hop.
Well, I'm still not very hip
You gotta be kidding me,
on
Brandon.
90s hip hop.
You know what? I'm just gonna
Brandon, this was your
Eminem,
idea
I know
to talk about
Eminem.
90s.
God dang
I'm
it.
gonna go to my
I'm-
all out 90s playlist on Spotify and I'm gonna pick out Backstreet Back. All right.
Nice.
Oh Lord.
Who didn't dance to Backstreet Boys and NSYNC? Honestly.
Me.
Oh, well, of course.
I mean, I didn't
course you
dance to
didn't, Brandon.
Backstreet Boys until I was in the 2000s, so like I don't know.
What?
I was 4.
Okay.
When
yeah.
it reached like 1990, I was like
No,
what 4,
I'm
5?
older than you. That makes sense.
I don't know how old I was in 1999. How old was I in 1999?
Mambo
Stop.
number 5. That gets played
Mambo
still.
number 5.
Mambo
Please just say
number
Mambo
five.
number 5.
Bow,
Otherwise, I'm
bow,
just gonna be spitting
bow,
out random
bow.
things. Like I know that I'm seeing
you-
Mambo number 5.
Wait, there was a version of that song that Disney made
I
that
love that version.
replaced the entire thing with Disney characters.
It's like a little bit of me.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
they're like a little bit mini.
Anybody, a Tribe Called Quest? Anybody?
Now.
What?
Tribe Called Quest?
Tribe Called Quest?
Yeah? No?
No.
Too deep. That's I think my extent to 90s hip hop.
Hey, you know what song is
Biggie maybe.
You know what
Biggie's
song is my
alright.
favorite on this 90s playlist?
Hmm.
It's by a band you probably never heard of them before. It's called NSYNC. It's gonna be me.
NSYNC.
It's gonna be me. NSYNC. They have an asterisk before the N in NSYNC, so you can say NSYNC.
Yeah.
What? In Sync? Bye
That's
bye
the
bye.
Kids Bop album, but it came out in 2001.
Oh, Kids
The
Bop.
first
Oh.
Kids
Not
Bop.
2001.
But what about that's now what I call movie or music?
Now what I call movie.
Now that's what I call movies.
They just reached like 69 on that one.
Nice. Yeah.
Talk to me when they get to 420.
It's gonna be
We're gonna be
awesome.
dead by the time that reaches
No.
420.
I'm gonna live forever.
We're
They did reach 69.
yeah.
Hey.
When did the
The first one.
yeah call music? No, that's what I call music 1. Oh wow, now that is old.
3.
Yeah. Also like, oh wow, yeah, that doesn't look anything like the newer albums.
I think that is how we got the context to what year Bandersnatch took place. Did you guys watch Bandersnatch?
Yeah. Wait, no. Bandersnatch was in the 80s.
Yeah, but it was like now that's what I call music, like 3 or 4 or something like that.
Really?
Yeah. That's what you had to pick between which album he was going to listen to, and one of them was Now That's What I Call Music, and it was
Really?
something else. And I picked Now That's What I Call Music because
I
that's
thought,
the only one I knew.
thought it was like two. What was it? It was like. I forget what the choice. What choice was it? Was it when
look
he
it
was
up
in the
right now.
record shop, or was he when?
No, it was when he was
on the
putting it
bus?
on the tape.
Oh, when he was on the
Bandersnatch.
bus. When he was
Yeah,
putting it,
yeah.
He had a tape deck, cassette player.
No, that's what I call.
Yeah,
90s.
I think it was then. Because I remember I chose something else. I chose the other song.
Yeah, it was Now That's What I Call Music compilation or the Thompson Twins.
I put on the Thompson Twins when I picked
Okay,
that.
there's a Now That's What I Call the 90s.
No, that's
And I
what
want to
call
see
the 90s.
what music was on this. Oh my God, there's several different versions of this. And that's what I call the 1990s.
What about
That's
Sir Mix-a-Lot?
Sheryl Crow.
Yes.
I
Oh,
like
no.
big
Big-
personalities, and I cannot lie.
Oh well.
If it makes
just
you
wanna
happy,
ruin
Sheryl
it.
Crow. Spin
on.
Doctors. Oh my God, Bare Naked Ladies.
Bare Naked Ladies.
Yeah.
1 week.
90s?
It's been.
1 week.
If you know the entire lyrics to that song,
Everyone. I
Yeah.
don't know the entire lyrics.
I know
to
some.
1
I
Week.
know a lot of them.
I
But
cannot. I tried
very
to learn like
fast.
the lyrics to 1 Week.
Chickadee China, the Chinese chicken. You gotta jump stick and your brain starts
flag
ticking.
for copyright.
Yeah, now we can't do it.
I
Ah.
have a really obscure thing.
I'll take it back.
What is that? Yeah, yeah.
Oh my
that back.
God.
Did you ever listen? They sing Witch Doctor.
Oh no.
Oh,
yeah.
I think I do remember that. Was it? It was on the Goofy movie cassette tape,
The
the VHS.
the first time
Goofy
the first
movie.
time I heard Witch Doctor, I think was like
How's that song go?
Rugrats.
Yeah.
How's
oh
it?
yeah, the Rugrats movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How does Witch Doctor go?
the Rugrats movie is when they have the baby Dill
Yeah.
and,
And,
they had
Dill
the
pickle.
Reptar
you know
wagon.
what Witch Doctor is?
I think I do, but I can't remember.
I'm just
how
gonna
it
say
goes.
monkeys.
Monkeys.
Ooh ee
Ooh ah ah, ching chang, walla walla bing bang.
Yeah.
I remember that.
But yeah, the Rugrats movie was when they're
Dill was born. That
Dill
was when
born
they.
and they get lost in the woods.
It's always a Nickelodeon movie that like transitions like a new like thing for a show. Because what before Rugrats like they didn't have Dill and then like they had the movie and then
And-
Dill was there.
Yeah.
And then Rugrats went to Paris and then oh look, Chucky's dad is no longer a single dude
Yeah.
and
Oh,
he has a
yeah.
sister.
Mhm.
That was a sad movie.
That was.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't relate to any of the characters in that film, but that was a very sad movie.
My favorite part
least
of
in the
that.
beginning.
My favorite part of Rugrats Went to Paris was when Phil said, "Looks like somebody woke up on the wrong side of the bread."
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Classic.
That's all I remember from that movie.
Classic.
I mean, I remember a lot more.
Classic.
That's the only line I remember from that movie.
I remember the entire.
No, you know what? You know what I like? I like the Wild Thornberrys in the Rugrats movie.
Oh yeah,
Oh, I don't remember
the
that.
Where like
crossover.
Bruce Willis played the dog, Spike.
He did?
Yeah, Bruce Willis played Spike.
Oh yeah,
He
I
played,
remember that.
He played the dog, and I was like,
Yeah, I
why
do.
make this choice? That was the first movie I ever saw where like they had.
Do you think that's when
the
Bruce
smell of
Willis
vision,
started just kind
what
of
it
phoning
was?
it in? Like he was just like he was just like done.
Rugrats Go Wild. That's what that was
That's
called.
what it was.
And like that was the first movie I saw in the theaters where they gave you like this strip where like, oh, when a certain part comes up in the movie, scratch it and sniff it.
Smell-o-vision?
Smell-o-vision.
That was the worst.
That was awful. I think like they had it was such an
That's
annoying part.
innovation.
That was innovation, but it was annoying as hell too.
4D before.
It was annoying as hell too because like when a moment came up like a big like strawberry something would flash on the screen, you'd be like you just hear people go
That was my first 4D movie. Was
Spy
Yep.
Kids.
Spy Kids 4D.
oh my
Yeah.
god. Doesn't okay, has
Wait,
anyone has
Spy Kids,
anyone
what was that one? Aldi?
Spy Kids all the time in the world. It was aromascope, which means the theater smelled bad the whole time.
Nice.
That's
Oh,
weird.
no.
I remember Spy Kids 3D. I don't remember Spy Kids 4D.
Who doesn't remember Spy Kids 3D?
I definitely do.
Like-
they just like that animation.
Did someone
Remember-
order the Dinkster?
Watch the first Spy Kids and
Oh, Bill Paxton.
just watch the first Spy Kids and then
The
say
first one was
something.
really good,
Yeah, it was
honestly.
really
And no,
good.
it was good. Watch the animation is what I'm
I
saying.
really enjoyed the first
the animation is garbage.
Of course it is. It's a Robert
Remember the
Rodriguez film.
thumbs? The thumbs.
Oh.
Yeah, the thumb people.
What did they call them?
I don't remember, but they
Thumb-
I just called them the thumb
thumbkins.
people.
Thumbkins?
I don't know.
Thumbkins.
I'm just gonna Google thumb dudes in Spy Kids.
Oh my gosh, that movie
Ooh.
was nightmare-inducing.
I don't know. I think it was kind of funny.
No, it was a good thing. Like that's a good thing.
I wanted.
The
wanted
the
that
fourth picture I
microwave,
see is this.
Oh no.
I wanted that microwave.
Is that
that
someone
they
from
had.
Dance Moms?
No, that's
And,
that's Honey Boo Boo.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
Is
Shark
Honey
Boy and
Boo Boo
Lava
they
not?
look totally different now.
That
What's
was-
Honey
Oh,
Boo Boo
no.
from?
Take that
Hell yeah.
away.
Shark Boy and Lava Girl. I watch that one. George Lopez.
He
Yeah.
ruined my dream journal.
My dream journal.
Ever say anything about Shark Boy and Lava Girl again? I'm cutting this podcast.
Oh no.
Oh no. Shark Boy and Lava Girl. Okay, but Spy Kids I enjoyed a lot because of like there were some cool things.
As I keep trying to say, that microwave. When
Yeah,
they
that
just put
microwave
in-
is so cool. You like
yeah.
put it in and fries.
Yeah, here's a
McDonald's.
full, like, McDonald's
So
meal.
that actually reminds me. Did we get any other votes for what movie we're supposed to play for the movie night?
Other than Black Klansman.
And Spy Kids. Someone voted Spy Kids.
Shark Boy and Lava Girl?
Sherman voted Spy Kids.
No way, did he really?
Yeah, he did.
Of course he did.
And then someone liked it, but I don't want to watch Spy Kids. But yeah,
Oh,
what? No,
Can we get
no.
Space Jam? I'm gonna throw in Space Jam.
Go ahead.
Osmosis Jones.
You have to go. Yeah.
Yes.
We're trying to-
Okay, Osmosis Jones. I remember in middle school when they showed us that movie, be like, "Hey, this is how the inside of a body works." I'm like, "Excuse me, miss, that's bullshit." Like I don't believe.
You didn't believe that? You didn't believe that?
No, I don't believe that Chris Rock's in my body trying to like stop
do.
an entire
That was
like.
Chris Rock.
Yeah,
Is that seriously who voices him?
yeah. Chris Rock voices Osmosis Jones.
Are you serious?
I'm serious. Chris Rock, Osmosis Jones. Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, awesome. I mean,
But
I,
yeah.
have I have a timer over here too, Shelby.
Osmosis Jones came out in
Oh, well, I guess you
2001
used
though.
one over there. My timer says right
And
at
it was
15
and it
minutes.
starred Chris Rock. He was.
No, I don't care what yours says.
Also, we started a little bit late, so like whatever.
I'm upset that no one's used the Ben Kemper director photo for a meme yet. I feel like it should be.
I mean,
I think Jake had a really good idea. He said, "How much time until the mixer starts?" I don't know. That's funny to me. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
by the time
I'm sorry.
we should probably say by the time while we're recording this, the mixer's tonight.
the
yeah.
mixer is today.
The mixer
Today.
is
Yeah,
today,
it's today
at
at 5.
5
Today at
You
5.
want to help blow up balloons?
p.m.
No.
Not a.m.
That's a hard no.
Osmosis Jones has a 55 on Rotten Tomatoes. That makes me angry.
That movie was so good.
It was so good. They had a show about it. Ozzy and Drix.
I don't care. I
Okay,
think
the
his
show,
memes
I think
crack
the
me
show
up.
they shouldn't have done.
Jake Bell's killing it as the social media
Yes.
person. I just have to say
Shout
that.
out to Jake Bell for doing
So
so
we
well.
just showing a picture of George
Get that-
Lopez as the
no.
villain in.
I don't like
from
that.
Shark
I
Boy
don't
and Lava
like
Girl.
that, Shelby.
He's like, I got
Mr.
this.
Electric.
Mr.
I
Electric.
did not, Mr. Electric, have him sent to the office and have him expelled.
Principal's office, thank you.
The principal's office. Not just any office, the principal's office, because the only office that exists in a school is the principal's office.
The press conference with the 2 actors from Shark Boy and Lava Girl looks really sad. It looks like 4-year-olds sitting down for a press
Yeah.
conference.
They're so, like, old now. You got Taylor Lautner and what's her name?
I don't know.
Who
Yeah,
cares?
Spy Kids.
She doesn't have a
Introducing
name.
my no actors.
She doesn't have a name.
Man, I kind of want to watch Osmosis
Taylor
Jones
Dooley.
again.
Taylor Dooley. Oh, yeah.
Dooley.
I'm going to go on Instagram and I'm going to look up
I
Taylor
also
Dooley.
just want to say the animation in Osmosis Jones was awesome. It was so good. Aside from the fact that what's his name? The guy who was the pill.
She has a kid now.
She's the same height as me.
Taylor Dooley has a kid. Or 2.
So's Tom Cruise.
She has 2 kids. She's...
Did you say Tom Cruise is the same height as
Mm-hmm.
me?
How tall are you?
I'm 5'3".
That's about right.
Isn't
I'm
he
pretty
fi-
sure.
Tom
He's
Cruise is only 5'3".
You know, I'll tell you what.
I thought he
No,
was 5'5".
he's a little bit taller than that. But there used to be a point in time where you could ask Siri how tall Tom Cruise was, and she would tell you 5 feet. I swear to God, she used to tell you 5 feet, and I was like, no way. And I looked it up, and it says 5'9". So he probably
guys have-
went.
you
He
guys have,
probably
like-
went on Google and like.
Do you guys
changed
have
it.
like Google Home or anything like that?
No.
Yeah, I do.
Have you ever asked it like, what does a giraffe sound like?
No, we
I want you-
just usually yell at it to play Ocean Man.
I want you when you go to Google Home, I want you to go, hey Google, what does a camel sound like?
A camel or a giraffe?
A camel.
A camel?
A straight up camel. And if it doesn't give you the right response,
is it?
there's a wrong answer
You
to
just
this.
go and you're like, okay, Google, and
Shelby,
then it'll do anything.
If you ever feel short,
Hey,
just
Google,
remember.
what does a spider sound like?
If you ever feel short, just remember Danny DeVito's only 4 foot 10 inches.
He's shorter than my sister.
4 foot.
Danny DeVito
Imagine
is-
not even
But
being
hold
able to
on,
break
That's
5
why
feet.
he's the
DeVito.
My
Eminem.
sister's 4'11".
But hold on.
That's why Danny DeVito's
you
the right
can't-
Eminem.
You can't compare anything because he's a legend.
He is a
Yeah, of
legend.
course
He
he
plays
is.
Phil in Hercules.
Phil.
Yeah, he
oh,
did.
Yeah, he did play Phil.
Yeah, he
He
did.
was-
Why does he always-
They cast
He
the
sang
right
a
person for that.
banger in that
Yeah, he
song.
did.
Yeah,
Why does he always play characters that are like side?
like him.
Like
They're
they're
like-
short and small.
Yeah, and
Like,
hairy.
you know
He
who he
nailed
plays
that
in
role.
Junior? He plays himself in Junior.
I still think he should have been Detective Pikachu.
I wasn't able to get.
If he okay,
I wasn't able to have a full
That would've
amount
been
of.
great.
if he makes an appearance as like maybe
He's gonna be Apom.
He's
That
go-
one's the scariest.
he's gonna be Jigglypuff,
Oh my god, that would be awesome.
because like they have him silent, right? But like when they go to the bar and he's holding the mic, it's gonna be he's just gonna say a line from Always Sunny.
Yeah, see, I wasn't able to have a full amount of appreciation for Danny DeVito until It's Always Sunny.
Yeah.
Because not only is he fantastic in that show, but he also loves doing what he
He was
does
also
on that
in
show so much.
Matilda.
Yeah, he was in
He was in
Matilda. He was in Batman. He played the Penguin.
He did play the Penguin.
Yes.
See,
Yeah.
Have you seen the video of Danny DeVito eating an egg?
No.
I have seen it too many times.
I haven't.
I don't want to see Danny DeVito eat another egg. But I know that when egg became like the most liked thing on Instagram, like
Offer you an egg and
everyone.
These
Do you
trying
think
times.
we can get Danny DeVito on the podcast?
Yeah.
Danny DeVito, please come on our podcast.
If you're listening, which we know you are.
Yeah, Danny DeVito is. An
I know
avid
that you're the
listener.
6th
If
follower.
you call him, you probably can get him.
Yeah, probably.
We
He
got
was
Ray
also in
Cole.
Big Fish. Anyone watch Big Fish?
No.
It sounds familiar.
Oh,
Was it-
my.
I don't know.
It's a Tim Burton movie. Big Fish.
Is
Maybe that's why I heard of it.
is
It's
Green Day
definitely one
early
of the best
2000s,
movies of all
or
time.
is
That's
it
my dad's
recent?
favorite movie,
Are they
Green Day
actually.
goes long
They go
back.
90. They're from the 90s too. They
Green Day
started.
goes way back.
Oh, yeah, they have that-
1986.
They have that one
86,
song.
Wow. Basket
They're
Case came out in
old.
94.
Wow, I didn't realize how old they were.
They have American Idiot.
I mean, of course. Listen, of
American
course.
Idiot, I forgot
Of all the
time.
Yeah.
bands that the Simpsons movie could have had, they put Green Day in there.
What's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with that.
And
It's
then
just that
they-
they've been around long enough.
Yeah.
They've been around
Yeah.
as long as the Simpsons, I would say.
And they killed them off within like the first 10 minutes.
Well, I mean,
So-
you're not gonna pay him for the whole thing.
I mean, look, they paid the
That costs too much.
look.
The Simpsons movie had an animated penis in it.
The Simpsons movie had an animated penis,
First
It was
one.
Bart's.
and it was
It was an animated minor penis.
Okay, thanks.
Just
but
saying.
it's a cartoon, so it doesn't matter. That's how it works. It's a cartoon, so it doesn't matter.
Fair
If
enough.
Homer Simpson's putting up the middle finger, which is like his third finger, then like, who cares anymore? The movie's PG-13.
Why do cartoons only have 4 fingers? Why can't you just like?
Easier to animate.
Okay.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not that.
Just like
It's just a 4th finger. It's
just like why they wear
what?
gloves.
King of the Hill has 5 fingers.
King of the Hill is an awesome show.
King of the Hill is an awesome show, and that doesn't put against the fact that.
I don't think-
Plus, when you have a cartoon that has 4 fingers, you forget about it until you remember it one random time. Like,
or
oh yeah,
until
Peter
they-
Griffin only has 4 fingers. I
Until
completely
they
forgot.
reference it in The Simpsons, where it's like, wow, do you know in the future that we can evolve to have 5 fingers? And they're like, whoa.
How about when in the Goofy movie, or was it? No, it's Extreme Goofy movie. When they
I don't
question why they
remember
have
that one.
gloves on.
Like, why do we have gloves on? Yeah, they. I like it when they break the fourth wall sometimes when it comes to that. Like, let's talk about that.
I don't remember a lot. That's the one about when
That's when
Max went to college.
Max
Yeah.
went to college and Goofy gets quit
Max
for
is a
fired from
real-
his job.
When's the
So-
one when they go to the Power Glove concert?
See that,
was
one.
the movie.
That's the first
Goofy
one.
movie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that one slams.
That one, they got some good music in that.
They got some really good music. in
That
that one.
movie's amazing. I really, really like that movie.
like
Goofy
the
movie's
Goofy
so
movie
good.
is the best movie
There was-
because of Goofy.
There was a time in that movie where the Sasquatch like took a tree trunk and ate it, and
Yeah.
I was like, why does that look like appetizing? Like, why do I want to try?
Eye
Why
to
do I want
eye,
to bite
yeah.
a tree trunk?
Why does that have one star?
Because it's a.
Oh, that's a place called Eye to Eye. It has,
That's the statue outside.
seriously, it has one star.
Who gave that a star?
It has one Google review.
Someone went out of their way to rate a statue outside of this
One
building.
Google review gave it 1 star.
It doesn't
Why-
even
who
say
did
anything.
that? Who
Do you
did
guys
it?
want to upvote it?
Yeah, you know what? Let's go to Eye to
You know
Eye.
what?
Eye to Eye.
No, I really like the song from the Goofy movie
And I'm gonna-
Max played. Stand Out.
But isn't it? Oh no, Eye to Eye is the Power Glove.
Yeah. Stand Out was like the first one that he did at a school. That was the best one.
You were seriously upvoting.
That was dope.
I am.
don't know why the principal shut that down.
Yeah,
because
right.
if I were the principal,
And now
I
I'm
would
gonna-
be giving that kid like.
And now I'm pretty sure that the one review has brought it up to 2.5 stars. 3 stars. We got it up from 1 star to 3 stars.
Just now?
Eye to Eye.
How many votes does it have total?
You have to
2,
refresh.
Matt and 1 more.
Everybody needs to go to Eye to Eye on
Matt
Google
and 1 more.
I found
and
it.
find
It
it.
says 1
I'll
star.
do it.
It's just I see
We're
it
about
as
to
3
change
stars
things.
right now.
We're changing history right now.
We're
I'm gonna
changing
give it
history.
5.
We're gonna give
Oh,
Eye
I'm
to
not giving
Eye
it 5. Gorgeous.
5 stars.
All right. How
I'm
much time
gonna
are we
add
on
it.
right now, guys?
We need to end the podcast
You
soon,
guys
but
read an hour?
I still have to do
Yeah.
my plug.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
we need to do our plugs.
I don't
and-
think I need. I'm not gonna plug mine. I mean, I changed my senior project, just because it was smart. I think it's a smart choice because there's my old one. It was gonna be fun. It would have been fun, but there's too many people to write for. So I changed it to a paranormal mockumentary style ghost hunt. Me, Matt, Shelby, and our fourth friend, Nate. He's going to be also helping. And yeah, that's what I'm doing now.
I just left my note.
So we're going to have fun fake ghost hunting.
Hit refresh. You should probably. It is a
Wait,
song,
what did you
right?
say?
It's not a song?
I is
Okay.
the Goofy movie song.
Okay.
I just wrote, "This song changed my life." The review of the statue.
Oh God, I lost the Google Doc about what I was supposed to say. But Brandon, I think you should start plugging yourself now.
Okay. I don't like the way you worded that, but I will.
Hey,
Yeah, plug your stuff, Brandon.
promote anything that is
Plug it
going on
in.
currently in your life.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, this mic.
I ate a
that mic.
pepperoni roll for breakfast this morning.
That's
so.
not.
Don't you have a film coming out?
Oh wait. Okay.
Yeah, talk about your film. Where'd you get a rubber duck?
All right,
leave
so-
that duck in here.
All right. I'll get rid of the duck.
No, that stays in here. That's
Dude,
the
duck
podcast
off.
duck.
Fam,
What did I say before this podcast?
plug your stuff.
All right. Okay. Again, wording, Matt. But all right.
Plug
So
it.
I am directing a short film / mini series pilot that's titled Eden, which is a modern interpretation of Adam and Eve's exile from the Garden of Eden, told from the perspective of 2 college students who try LSD for the first time. Now, we recently put up our donation page yesterday, which you can find at www.gofundme.com/EdenPilot. Any amount that you have to offer would be greatly appreciated by me as well as the rest of my crew.
As always, if you're listening to this podcast on Spotify or YouTube, the link is in the description of it.
Absolutely. And if you're interested in acting in it, well, I guess you know what, we'll be done with all the auditions by the time this goes up, so forget that. But if you want to join the crew or be a part of it at all, you can email me at bhurst5, that's BHURST 5 @kent.edu, and let me know what you are most interested in, and we'll get you in for an interview. I don't think I have too much else to say about Eden other than it's going to be pretty dope, so jump on board while you can, and we'll ride this thing straight to the top, baby.
Right, straight to the top. I hope you were. I had a feeling that you were gonna say, "Let's get on this ship and sink together, friend."
No.
Like no. Let's get this
this
toasted
wheat.
bread
Let's
with
get this
butter.
week.
Let's get this wheat.
All right. As
That's what-
always, there
that's
are
what
other
Jordan-
KSUIF projects that are
that's what
looking
Jordan
for
said
crew. You can
today.
apply on the website.
I can talk about those too. You want me to?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so we have Trapped, which I will have to pull up the log line, but it's about a girl who has to make a decision, life-changing decision that could either get her free or could have her end up in human trafficking. And the other one is Scene Maker Heartbreaker, which is about a boy who builds the courage to say what he needs to say to his girlfriend and her family. I believe they are both still looking for cast and crew. I don't know if they'll be done casting after the mixer tonight. I assume not. They'll probably keep going, but they are also looking for crew as well. So, Matt, where's the crew application at?
The crew application is on the KSUIF website. All you need to do is go to the site, navigate yourself to the Get Involved tab, and
Get
underneath
involved.
you will find application forms, and you will be able to fill out those forms on that page.
That would be the crew application. It's pretty simple format. We want to know what you're good at, so whatever you're confident in, check those boxes. And we want to know what you want to learn, so whatever you want to learn, that could be literally anything. Just make sure that you know the difference between confidence and what you want to learn, please.
Absolutely.
It's very important.
Yep.
Yeah, you should probably specify that. Like,
I mean, it's
It's
specified in the.
There's 2 different.
You just have to
Oh,
read.
okay.
If you
Yeah.
don't read,
oh yeah.
There's
yeah.
crew applications. There's crew executive
Look, reading's
application.
hard. All right.
I know I can't read actually. I made it this far though, so I just
Reading and talking are hard.
yeah.
Anyway, while you're on the website, be sure to navigate because there has been a bunch of changes on the website, things that have made it look a little bit nicer. The homepage is less of a mess and a little bit more easier to navigate. You can find our social links underneath at the bottom of the page. Stop squeezing
That sounds bad.
Stop squeezing it. Stop squeezing it, Mike.
How's
You-
Pop doing?
Pop's doing pretty well.
doing?
Pop.
Sorry,
Pop.
Shout out to Ben Kemper. He doesn't
shout out
get,
to Ben Kemper
He doesn't
very-
get
very
enough.
quickly.
He doesn't get enough.
I don't know why I went to YouTube Spotlight, but it's definitely almost at 100,000 views on YouTube.
It's at 98,000 right now.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
98,000.
And
It's
that's
getting
all.
there.
And it wouldn't have been able to happen without Ben. So
Yeah.
you know what? Great work, Ben.
Mhm.
You killed it, my dude.
It's wonderful.
You killed it.
It's very wonderful.
Um,
But yeah, be sure to follow KSUIF on Twitter. That is on Twitter. That's KSUIF2. You can follow us on Instagram as well, but that's KSUIF 2018. And if you're listening to this on YouTube, please subscribe, leave a comment, like,
Hit that notification
share.
bell.
Hit that notification bell.
Smash that like button.
Smash that like button. Punch it into the playlist.
Hey, did you talk? Do you know? I'm actually looking at the first episode of the podcast on here, and it looks like you have someone who wanted to be a guest on this podcast.
What?
Yeah, Buddy Candela. Hey there, friends. I'm going to
Buddy.
call him Buddy Candela.
Candela.
He says, hey there, friends. Great first episode. I'm a former president of KSUIF and would love to come on sometime and talk about how this organization came to be, my time there, and how it became what it is today.
Oh, crap.
So you guys got to check those comments because
I am
that's
so sorry.
That's
Yeah.
on Matt. I'm
Sorry,
just
That
a
is
buddy.
host.
definitely on me.
We haven't checked these comments,
We haven't
but guess
checked
what?
these comments.
I'm just
We're
the
gonna get you
co-host
on here.
Yeah, buddy, if you want to come on the podcast, please send me an email, macker10 at, or MACKER 10 at kent.edu, and we will definitely figure out a way to get you on the podcast because we would absolutely love to have you on.
Yeah.
All
So,
right.
If you're listening, bud.
If you are listening to this and if you listen to the end, buddy, please, I will still, however, reach out to you because I would love to have you on. But that would be it for the podcast today for this episode. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Have a good week.
Bye.
Bye-bye.